alternative source of income. This is very important because for you to see the youth out there in the street, they are hungry and they are hungry to their intestine. Their opportunity is now, and whatever that you get as today is as a result of activities that you did probably in the past 3 months or in the past 6 months. Very simple way. I'm not going to teach you what you think is already there. I'm going to tell you what I have tested that worked, and I will also show you why I think it's going to work for you. Number one principle in network marketing, if you want to start a network marketing business, which of course a lot of people ignore, is that Paul Getty, when he was asked about network marketing principle, he said, I would rather have 1% of the effort of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. 1% of 100 people, 100% of my own effort. But when you see what is happening in network marketing today, especially in Nigeria, you will notice that most of us who are into network marketing have 100% of the effort of one person. One person. I don't want to believe you are still hearing me. Wait, isn't this? Okay. All right, this is very important because I want to believe that if you understand this principle, how would you be in network marketing and you will be using 100% of one person's effort? Is because we don't understand these tricks. We don't understand this principle we're talking about today. And if it will work for you to be in network marketing and not into direct selling of buy, sell, go, buy, and make sales, then you need to understand just how are you able to retain the people that you're able to bring. If they are 100, will they remain 100 after 1 year? That is what we're going to talk about. We want to show you some of the things that if you apply, then you make sure that if you bring in 100, at least about 80 or 90 of them remain. And if you're ready, the topic for today is network marketing. And of course, people would go. People would go because there is a free exit and there's a free entry. Asking people to join your network marketing business with only $20 US is as good as telling them that anytime you want to go, you're free to go. And now, there are some things that professionals in network marketing have done to retain, to keep these people. And those points we want to discuss with you. There are about 18 of them. We'll take as much as possible as time allows us. We want to discuss on how to retain people, new people that you brought into network marketing. Of course, we are asking you, how do you allow them to survive for the next 1 year? Because 1 year is a critical moment in network marketing where most of them are vulnerable to even go away or being lured by other deals. What do you do not to justify or to stop justifying their reason for going? In our business, there's something we call the attrition rate, the rate at which they move as they come. My number one principle I will tell you is that if you're into network marketing, it is not a do or die affair. When you bring people into the business, you bring them with a large gate where all of them at the door, so that those who feel that they can't continue with you after you've applied all the things we're going to teach you today will succeed in going away, because the easier and the earlier those who are not for you go, the better for you. We're going to take you through these 18 different things that will help you to retain your network. And of course, this is very, very important. If you're able to get it, we'll get it right. Okay, let me check my system. It looks like the first point I've chosen is what we call don't hype when prospecting people. Don't hype. What does it mean to hype? In network marketing, there's always a tendency to tell people the sweet stories about how beautiful it is and how immediately you enter the business, you already become very successful. Of course, we know that mothers used to tell those stories to their children when they were in the womb. You tell them how beautiful the paradise they're coming into is, only for the children to come out and you tell them that nobody is ugly at all, only for them to come out and the first nurse they're going to see is a very ugly woman, and the child immediately comes out of the womb will shout, "Nyeh, nyeh." Why? Because you hide so much. You tell the child so many things about how beautiful life is, only for them to come out and face the cold. Of course, undue expectation, and that is caused by ridiculous promises. That chance, of course, in the next 3 months you get a car, in the next 1 year you get a yacht, in the next 3 years that yes is going to build a 3-acre, 6-acre villa in a place of your choice. These are all hypes that does not work. And when they come to reality and notice that what you told them is not true, you begin to find different lies to support the first lie that you make. In network marketing, forget about the lies, forget about the hype. Tell them raw the way it is. Tell them it is a business the way they have to work hard, but they must also get the money for working hard. Are lazy and do not want to work. If you drag those people who are lazy and who are fed up of work and you bring them into a hype that in 3 months they would get 200,000, 500,000, you are gone. And immediately after that is gone, what happens? They are the same group of people that would come in and form another bandwagon of people that will tell you that they sweated blood and nothing came out. And of course, that business is not good. If you can avoid the hype, you can get it right. If not, you will be among those that are giving a bad image and a bad name to our industry, the network marketing industry. In TN's business, something works for us. And what is it? Goals. And while bringing your goal, go through what we call the getting started training. In the getting started training, you will see yourself begin to change. You see yourself begin to realign the people's expectation. You ask the person, most times when we bring the people to the network marketing business, we are guaranteed them that they will make $50,000, $10,000, $5,000 without asking whether they really, really wanted that. Instead of that, what we do is that you bring them into the business and you ask them questions. Know how much they want to make. Know how much their dreams are. See if it is too small, you help them grade it up. See if it is too high, you help them bring it down. This is very, very important, especially when you are doing your network marketing business. Number 2 point I want to talk about now, which is very important if you want to retain your network, is celebrate the slow wins, not just the fast wins. Are we encouraging laziness here? No, we are not. Every time that we celebrate the highlight of everyone who has recruited maybe 10 people in 10 days, in 10 weeks, 10 days, we don't dampen the spirit of the people. And the only way not to dampen the spirit of the crowd that are there is to create an opportunity to also celebrate those who in a very long while could do nothing, but on that particular day were able to at least recruit one person. Let's celebrate those who are very fast, and let's also create an opportunity to make sure that we don't make those who are slow winners feel dampened in their spirit. Very, very important. And of course, when we do that, then we are already making sure that while those who are fast are moving on the fast lane, so place with those who are comfortable with their speed of movement. Of course, success is defined not by yourself, but by them. You don't know what success means to them. Our duty is to make sure that while they have different explanations and different celebrate, this is very, very important. Of course, we mentioned 2 very important things. Number 1 is do not hype, and number 2 is celebrate even those who are very slow in their movement. Number 3 we want to talk about is what we call teach leaders about result differentiation. And in this result differentiation, many of the top leaders and top earners would always have that issue too. There are people that are happy as can be in being in the community. They just want to be there. They want to be part of the mission. They don't really want to have that big goal of bringing them in. This looks like even the former point we have just mentioned, but let me tell you, we have had people who came into our business, not because they wanted the business, but because they really wanted to marry. They want a husband. Look, I tell you, it's an opportunity for even them to get their mate. If they get it and that is all that success means to them and start with this, who are you? Who are you to question them? Don't alienate them. Don't make them feel inferior, that they are not part of the big vision. Network marketing is a system in which crowd of people come in and each of them bring their little visions together and form a big team of goals, team goals. If the goal is just too big, their contribution. There are some that want to be part of the big fish in a small pond, and there are some that want to be the small fish in the big pond. All of them should come together, and at the end, they would get it right. Don't let them feel disappointed. Don't part of culture we need to. Hear me? Can I? Can I? Can I hear? Can I get? Since when? No. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, it was breaking. It's been breaking. I don't know, but it's hanging at the moment, sir. Can you check the network?
Are you hearing? Hello. Please, if you are hearing me. Hello, if you are hearing me, can I get the chat of yes? I want to get the chat. Okay, okay. Have you seen? Hello, hello.
Yeah, hello. You can continue, sir. Continue, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, that is good. I don't want to. It took a lot of time to get this package so that we would use it to make changes, and I want to make sure that everybody benefits. That's okay. All right. Let me continue. Of course, what we're talking about is number 12 point that is very important is that you should teach leaders about result differentiation. Teach the leaders about result differentiation. This is very important to the sound off. Then be sure that everybody get a clear understanding of what we're discussing because it's very important at this point. And of course, please want you to understand this, that for you to be successful, you must have a team that has different types of success-oriented people. This class of people who want just the products and they are happy. There is this class of people who also want to really make the big dream in this business. There are this class of people too who want to just make their investment and allow the business work for itself. Have this group of people together and do not remove them. We're saying do not remove them from the real mission of the business. Make them part of the mission. Make them feel belong. Don't talk them down with any negative statement that suggests that, of course, they are not good leaders. And we came up with the no shift in the culture. When we talk of no shift in the culture, we have a particular cancel culture that should be avoided, that is gossiping. Don't introduce the new people into your business with gossiping about a particular leader that is not good, or that is right, or that is this. No, do not introduce arrogance. Make sure there is humility. And of course, this, I'm talking to you, people leave churches, people leave organizations, people leave political parties when they notice that there is this cancerous culture that is existing among them. And of course, Ray Higner also told us very clearly that unless we remove this from the new people coming in, we may not really have them and retain them for too long. This is a very important point. And of course, this is one of the things that we need to fight seriously in our network marketing TN's business, because there is always this party loyalty that is always growing up, where we would want to retain our people. And for us to become big, we want to create this arrogance and talk down on some distributors. Even those we think they have attained a certain height, we begin to talk down on them. This should be eliminated. And of course, when this is done, there should be a shift in the culture. And that shift in the culture should be that of gossiping and arrogance to that of humility and motivation, talking good about the people, talking good about the company, talking good about anybody, everybody. You have to look at whatever thing that somebody is doing and expatiate on it, and magnify the good part. And when there's any negative part, don't worry, take it to the top, and of course they will hear you. If you want to retain a network and keep the network for life, the next point we want to discuss is what we call understand that it is a volunteer army. In network marketing, we don't have a leader. In network marketing, we don't have the boss. In network marketing, we don't have a paid salary group. In network marketing, too, everybody is on his own. We create what we call independence. And of course, that's what attracted them into this business. You get the point? And I tell you, if you bash people in the public like the boss, what happens? The people will go away. We also know that if our TN's management also bash top distributors in the public, the people would also get withdrawn. You may not get the much from them. So if a company wants the leaders to leave, all they do is they box around and they talk down on them. And you see them leaving without your knowing. This also applies in a sense with even personal branding. When you want to brand people, brand them on the positive side and on the negative side. Don't aggressively be negative about any top distributor or sideline distributor or however. Be positive in all you do. Why? Because network marketing is a business of motivation. And once you're demotivated, the demotivated distributor cannot motivate any downline. That's what happens in this business. One of the things also that makes people stay is when they realize you are real, you are authentic, and whatever you say, they see vulnerability. Our business sells when you are vulnerable. Our business sells when you make a mistake and you say, sorry, this particular system I introduced is a very wrong system and I just saw it's wrong and I'm sorry you invested. I am very sorry. Please don't don't get me wrong. I am not perfect. We are all learning. Live by example. It is good that you admit faults when you get it. We call it candor. Candor. When we talk of candor, we are saying you should be candid about what happened. Sometimes it's true that some top distributors can be they can be sincerely wrong. They can be honestly wrong. And when they admit they were wrong, instead of thinking that your network will go away, your network will get attracted and attached to you. The best you can get is to have a leader that is authentic, that is real, that when things go wrong, he fights with you. When things go wrong, you see him cry with you. And that vulnerability is what keeps a serious network going. And I want all the distributors, all the top leaders to start applying this. I've applied this several times, it worked for me. And of course, when they notice sincerity in you, when you bring the next program, they want to be part of it. When we all started with the Platinum movement, of course, many of us were sincerely wrong. And when we saw that there were issues that were arising with it, we didn't run away from it. We didn't justify it. We were wrong, and we told everybody we were what? Wrong. So let's go ahead and let's get it right. The next one we want to talk about is to create a team culture that not only celebrates production, but also what? Community. Don't concentrate on always asking people, how many PV are you doing? How many PV have you done? Have you made a culture? Have you called people? Have you sent them a text? Probably a biblical verse or a Quran verse. Have you sent them something that will soothe the trouble they are going through? Have you called some few people to know if they are still alive? Of course, one of the most effective things that I've done in my team is what? Send emails, I've sent post videos. Sometimes they call it enabling. Enabling means share videos, share tips, share visions, highlight a lot of leaders, and welcome all the leaders to the new week, to the new month, to the new day, and make sure that they understand that this is a community, not just have you done your PPV, have you done your PV, have you done your GPV? No, don't ask to know how much they've done, because people will not care to know how much you have until they understand how much you care about them. Less care. This is network marketing. It is not just a sales business, it's a relationship business. And once you create that relationship, you go out on your way to, of course, know, even if they have a marriage date or whatever particular anniversary of the year you want to recognize, go out there and know it, so that these people would on their own pour their all. When we say they pour their all, means that they are all out for you, and they'll be ready to even fall to make sure that nothing happens to you. This is a very important point. I've done it, I've tried it, it's working. And of course, how much you spend is very small. If you do it on what we call the WhatsApp broadcast, of course, WhatsApp broadcast is very small. It's just a tip with just a click. Network is with you. Where is it? Hello. Okay. When you use the WhatsApp broadcast, and of course the way to get the WhatsApp broadcast is to open the WhatsApp now, and if you open the WhatsApp, you go to the last, which is the top right up, there's a more button. If you press on that more button, you will see the new broadcast. You can fix the names of all the people who are on same of like people. It could be all 4-star, 5-star distributors. It could be all 6-star distributors. It could be all the group of people that you want to bring into the business. Sending them early morning message. Sending them message that would remind them that you care about them is very important. Create team culture. Let them have the feel. Let them have the miss. Let them miss not being part of the program, because it's very important. They have to be part of the program. Every time they just have to be part of the program. And of course, this also, that by extension, also what we call the team mentality. The team mentality. We're still talking about network marketing community, build what we call the big team mentality. And when we talk of the big team mentality, this attitude we are going to create, because not like we're going to divide them. It's not going to divide them. It's not going to create that problem where they will believe that they're not part of it. Help them be part of this program. Let them know. Let them feel. If it is a name, find a name that you know. If it is a young one, find a name that would be attractive to the young one. Find a name that will make them sleep and wake up and smile. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. Please listen very carefully. This is very important. You need to support your team, and you need to ensure that they also have the bigger team in mind, not just the small team that they have. If I have my personal team, of course, there is a bigger team that is out there. Let them feel belong. This is very important. I may have to spend some time on this, because a lot of people are asking, how come your team are always growing? When they come in, they stay, and they don't run away? Because in our business, we have a system that is called monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. What did I say? I didn't hear anything. What did I say? Monkey see, monkey do. Hello? Did you hear that? I want you to repeat after me. Monkey see, monkey do. You are not hearing me from there? And you didn't say anything? I want to hear you utter monkey see, monkey do. It's very important. In MLM, leaders that jump to a new company every 1 year, in 10 years, they have joined 10 different companies. They are called EYY, every year young. This is very important. EYY, every year young. Nobody wants to be an EYY every year young. Nobody wants to give birth to a child that is 10 years old only to realize that he has an experience of 1 year. And when we say monkey see, monkey do, it means that what the small monkey see the mother monkey doing is what the small monkey would also repeat. It's just like that. So please listen very carefully. This is important. Don't be deceived. If you don't stick with one company, with one leader, and consistently build with that leader, and you think that you can create the cocaine mentality of this one is new, let's jump there. I've seen a new one, let's jump them. They will feel that you don't belong to them. They will feel that your aspirations, you only bring them in to satisfy only your own self and aspirations. No. Don't jump company. Do not think that they are fools. Do not think that if you leave one company to the next, that they would also follow you to the next. No. They may likely just leave you and decide to stay on their own, because when you jump from one company to the next, when they have not achieved why they came, you lose them. Many top distributors, and of course, have lost good networkers who would have really built a whole lot of community for them, who would have built a whole lot of sales rep for them, only because they were not patient enough to build with one team. In network marketing, I have been in TN's business for 19 years. 19 years. And of course, I am one of the top distributors in Nigeria. The secret is only simple. And what is the secret? That the only way to the top is to build with how many companies? One company. Of course, newer companies would always come with a beautiful picture of how their compensation plan is and how their products are. Are there not companies that have come with better compensation plan in quote, better product in quote? Of course, yes, they have. I want to ask those married people, since you got married until now, have there not been ladies that have come who are more beautiful than your wife or spouse? Of course, there are. Even on your marriage or your wedding day, there could also have been more beautiful girls who came. You didn't dump your wife on the wedding day because she's not as beautiful as those girls you see out there. In network marketing, there is a commitment. And please pick this from me, not indicting any leader. I tell you the truth. And of course, this is my experience. And of course, the same experience with Mark Yanel and Rene Yanel. And Mark Yanel says he has never seen in his 20 years of practice anybody that left his company and moved to the next company and did better. And of course, I have never seen anybody who preferred the two company philosophy and came out a millionaire. It does not happen. Because when you see a company that is out there, the grass is always greener, but at the time you want to mow, you notice it's as gray as the one you left. So why fool yourself? Success in network marketing depends on tenacity. It depends on going on. It depends on sticking to one company and going with it. Because if you want to retain a network, then the network will do what you do. And if you are staying focused on one company, then the other people that you are bringing would also be focused and be with you. This is very important. I want you to take a look at it very carefully. Okay. The next point we want to talk about is what we call a duplicable training system. It is very clear that our business has a duplicable training system. We have the target system. Of course, those who are following the target system knows that it's a very good one. You can duplicate it. You can use it. Of course, the books are there. The training manuals are there. The videos are there. And we have also created a very powerful system that everybody can see and also follow through and do exactly the same thing you're doing. If you don't have, talk to your upline. Don't go for pseudo leaders. Those pseudo leaders are those who do not even have a network, but they also pretend to be leaders. No, go for those who have done it and it is working for them. This way, it's easy for you to get network locally and also internationally. When you have a proven system, a system means event plus tools and a team. When you have these three things, are good to go. Create a team of people that you want to work with. Create a tool of soft copy and hard copy of videos and whatever that you want to work with. And also, finally, you also have to create events. The events can be virtual. It can also be physical. Make sure that people go with you. And this also prevents breakdown in training, communication, and empowers Wahoo, the representatives, to succeed. If you think that you can just wake up and do something, no. Don't do what is the best. Do what is just good that any other person can duplicate. And once the least person in your network can duplicate what you are doing, your network will begin to grow in not a arithmetic order, but in a geometric fashion. This is the secret to growth. And please be willing to travel to your leaders' meeting. Very important. Be willing to travel to meet your leaders. We call it destination event. Leaders who are producing and leaders who are doing well, gather a number of your new ones and take them down on a travel to support their meeting and hold training for them. And of course, after this COVID-19 issue, you would want to go and see what is left of your network. And the new ones that are coming, let them be assured that you are there for them, either physically or virtually. As I tell you, once you create an opportunity for people to have their destination event, you're going to get it very right. There are some of my teams that I helped to go to Kenya, help them go to Ghana, and of course, even carrying them from as far as Ikotek down to Lagos was already a destination event. They don't forget that very easily because it's a total 100% experience and they were able to get it done. Be willing to play big to support your network. This is very important. Sometimes, of course, there's nothing wrong if you take some risk. When they know you're taking the risk because of them, they will be ready to do anything that you want them to do. Of course, when you talk of taprooting, and then you start, you do what we call an immediate sponsoring of a crowd of people. We call it go wide fast, because the wider the number of people you have, the bigger the money you have. But the deeper the network goes, the more stable you are. Start by going wide fast and ensure that you begin to help your downline sponsor people of like minds. It could be people of the same area. It could be people who speak the same language. It could be people who, of whatever is the reason why you want to bond them together. Please, don't wait until they grow. Start now. There is one beautiful thing I did that has really helped me. I want to share with you. Before now, I keep on making one new person after every 1 month, and I face them directly under me. But do you know, in the month of June, July, August, I had about 22 registrations, and all the 22 registrations were poured in just 3 legs. And before I pour them into any of the legs, I call them and they give me commitment. Once the commitment is given and they are ready to take care of them, they will first of all immediately accept that they're going to make a congratulatory message to the people. They will have to go through what we call the A course with them. They will have to go to the getting started with them. And of course, I started using all the people in Aba were kept in network in Aba. I have never registered any other person in Ikotek Penem or we call Uyo ever since I have a network in Uyo. This is very powerful. When team members look up to their back office and they see a bunch of people underneath them as downlines, wow, they are ready to move to the top. When you tell them that they should come into the business, it's not because you want their money, it's because you want to help them grow. And by helping them grow, it means that you'll be ready to let go of some new networks. Of course, they are ready to help. I'm not asking you to pour active networks into a dormant network. Make sure they are ready to work and feed them in. The taproot principle is a very powerful principle. In my network, I've decided that I'm going to get maybe 2 more new registrations every year. And that means that in the next 6 months, I have to develop one particular network until it becomes successful. Why? Because sponsoring means being responsible. And responsible means responding, having the ability to respond to the needs of the people. And sponsoring also, I've come to what I have learned in the network marketing dictionary, is being responsible for their failure and their success. If you are responsible for their failure and their success, then why shy away from helping them grow their network, build their network, make sure their belief system is very, very strong. This is very important. And once this is done, you have started growing the network. Once this is done, sometimes it's as if you're going to lose money. Of course, it's painful to lose the first $200 of maybe 43%. 43% of $200, so looking at me losing almost $80, $90, but of course, that is a secret to growth. Once you start not minding the direct bonus, once you are having your direct bonus being far bigger than your indirect bonus, you are not a leader. You are taking a walk in network marketing. The last bonus, I tell you the truth, my bonus was almost a 1 million naira. Out of that 1 million naira, I tell you the truth, my direct bonus was not up to 50,000. Where is the rest of the money? The rest of the money came from what we call leadership bonus and indirect bonus. And I was so happy. You know what it means to sell a thing like massager and things like mattress, and you call a leader somewhere and tell him, congratulations, I fixed a massager in your network. I am not talking about, what do you call that? Where you get your money direct. No, not direct bonus. What's the name of this? I don't even like listening to it. You can help me. What's that your built up in our system where you fix somebody in his network, you only get the PV, doesn't get the money.
Placement?
Placement sponsor.
Placement sponsor.
Please, if you want to do tap, thank you very much. That's a very powerful one. It's good to have, in fact, a dynamic leader like you. If you want to do a tap routing deal, forget about this placement sponsor. Give and give. I have seen a network that invested only $200 and I fixed $400 in her name, and she went all the way into the on Facebook, on social media. She didn't do anything. She got what do you call it? I think it was 26,000 naira. That lady I'm talking about got me more than 8 registrations in that same month. People ask me, is that true? Did she get it? Please, please. What is holding network marketing tears today is because some of the leaders decide to do what we call serious tap routing. Serious tap routing. When I say tap routing, sometimes the sacrifice can be very heavy. When I registered Dr. Mark Ibani, I fixed Mbachu under him. After, what do you call it? I fixed Oliver under him. And of course, Oliver knows that there are some other registrations that were also fixed under him. Of course, I know they didn't also work because we didn't understand what we are doing today. Fix the network until the network becomes strong enough never to go away. That is it. NEPA is taking my lights, but I will still have to go ahead. This is a very powerful business, and thank you very much. Please come and open this, and before you get the gen on. This is very, very important. This is very important. Once you are able to make sure that when you get the person, you assure the person, I'm going to help you build. The building can be that you're going to fix a person of like personality with him, maybe same congregation, I don't know, maybe same profession. This is what we call the power of networking. A professional way of networking. If I get a policeman today, I will not fix a policeman and now fix our youth under him. It will not work. We will fix a policeman to a policeman. I will fix the youth to a youth. In that way, you will begin to see it work. And you create an enabling environment where they all come together. This is very important. We've talked about attending events, but this time we're saying
they need motivation. They need fire. And your being available is all that they need. It will create that catalyst for retention, and it will help them to grow. Once people begin to notice that they don't have parents, any little thing, they're vulnerable. But once they know that you are always there for them, you are always there for them to attend to their program, oh, they are there for you. Attending company event is very, very important because people want to see who are successful. And once they begin to see those who are successful, then they begin to get big. At events, you would also get the very best trainers, and also you want to invest skills. It is through this you discover those who are trainers. Our virtual meeting, I want to use this opportunity to congratulate some of the top leaders, people like Sydney Anyim, Whitney, Madam Veronica Nze, and of course, Professor Oliver Eke and Mbacho and Mark. They are always there. They are always there. It gives a lot of motivation, it gives a lot of boost, and of course, it gives an opportunity so that if anything wants to go wrong, you'll be there to rescue it at the very moment. People need belief. They want to be successful, but of course, success begins with what? Believe. And the way to build their belief level is to make sure you ask them to attend a program and be there with them. Do not push, pull. Be there and call them to attend. Of course, in program of today, I don't know how many people are present, but however it is, I will not judge by this because a lot of us have issues with the climate, the political brouhaha that is happening in Nigeria. But of course, we want to assure you it's not going to continue forever. When you want to retain a new network, create a simple, give them a target, and outside the target, create a contest for them. Then that contest should be one where they would, that is strategic to their growth. Of course, Chance has given us a promo. If Chance can give a promo, we can also give our own promo. If Chance could run a car award, we can run a Keke award. If Chance can run a travel award to Malaysia, we can run a travel award to Abuja. Is it not possible? Yes, it is. We are saying that people will build and drive hard to a date. And of course, naturally, since they would not have done, they will do it immediately because there is an excitement and everybody is going. That contest should not be fierce, but it should be healthy and all of them should win. Even those who do not win, find a way to make sure that all of them win. This he is now rich. Story. Once upon a time sold mattresses and it worked. And I gave the story. A lot of people sold. Mark sold. I sold yesterday, and this morning Mark has also sold another one. Why? Testimonies work. I called the man and I asked him to give me a testimony of his mattress. The man gave a powerful testimony, and he gave his name as a worker with Nestle, and he has bought a mattress. He is buying another one for his village because he said the thing works miraculously. He sleeps now like a baby. Somebody that has been having insomnia for the past 6 months. Hearing success stories, great stories of how others are winning, builds what we call the belief system and show others that they too can have the same result. When you start this business, please go with the story of your upline, go with the story of your network. Let them be the vehicle that will carry you to where you're going. And your destination is for you to build your own testimonies. Every program that they have, guided testimonies. We have a bank, and we call that bank the testimonial bank. That testimonial bank, please go for your testimonial bank. Start building the bank. Make sure that you invest seriously in the bank. Invest in the bank in such a way that the bank becomes where you go in to withdraw money. The bank is where you go into. Anytime you go into the testimonial bank and bring out one testimony, money enters into your bank account. Story. That is our business, and that is what works for us. And finally, we want to tell you, never bash or criticize your team members in the public. When you have any negative things you want to talk about, send it offline. Any positive thing you've heard about the business? Team members are volunteer army. They are not your employees. I will call the management trap. Don't manage them. Once they begin to feel that you're managing them as if you are paying them salary, you see them go off. I've tried this with even my staffs that I'm paying. Once I call them and tell them that they are volunteer, means they can do whatever they have. Myself. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All right. So this is very important. Please, I'm not entertaining you. I'm telling you what you must do. Your teams are volunteer army. So treat them like that. Give them all the opportunity to commit all the mistakes they want to commit. And please make sure that even while correcting them, still leave them with that ego of them understanding they are independent distributors. There is a certain level in this business for the new ones that you allow them to make all the mistakes. There's a certain level in this business that you allow them, even when they make a mistake, you don't step in. I don't expect that at this stage that Professor Oliver will make a mistake and Onyx will come in. That's not necessary. There are some people in my network like Obon Akpan. He can make every other mistake he wants to make. I now come into the business now like who? Like an advisor. I come in not as somebody who's going to make a final say. I'll make suggestions, and whatever that works, he takes. I'll give you an example. We had a program last Saturday, and in that Saturday, a very heavy amount of money, I think about 120,000 was paid for Luftan Park, where they were going to, he was expecting about almost 100 people. Because of the problem that was happening with the new NSAS Wahala, the people that were coming for the program were blocked up on the road. The program was to start at 11 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, he had less than 5 people there. And he has already paid the money. When they asked me, what do? I say, if you want my advice, I would have asked that you please ask the company to postpone it for next week. He said, no problem, thank you, I've heard you. The next program I had in 15 minutes, the program was on. And in the program, at least we saw more than almost 60 people already sitting in the hall. Why? Onyx is not managing his network. Onyx could only give advice of which he has the right to take or not to take. Why? Because at a certain level in this business, you allow the people to take their own decision. My decision can be wrong, and I could be honestly wrong. And of course, that day I was honestly wrong because I was given the opportunity to talk, and after speaking, a number of people got registered immediately. If he had listened to Onyx, if he had looked at Onyx as the one managing the network, we would have lost those crowd of people that are registered. Do we get the point now? So please, let's take it very seriously. This is very important. And when I talk, and I mean it, don't become what? A manager. Don't become a manager. One of the biggest stops of growth is for a leader to stop personally producing and start managing people. When you begin to hear that your network is not working, you are the one that is not working. If Onyx at this level could in 1 month get 22 new people registered, 22 new people, I didn't say my network got 22, I personally got 22. And members of that 22, one of them happened to be a very high level government official. Another person among them happened to be one of the best cyber crime manager and trainer. If I could do that, why am I doing that? Because I have this thing that if I wanted to get a new set of people, then I should also show by example that I'm getting them. Managing means getting 4 people registered and sitting down to talk to them to help them grow. No. Go for the wide, go wide fast. As many as people that are registered. When your network says I can't get people, you begin to tell them clearly you're not getting people because you are not working. You are confident to tell them they are not working because you are on the forefront and you've worked and they should work. Managing others instead of personally recruiting and also getting the product into the hands of people. That, of course, will give you the experience necessary for you to let them understand that it is possible they could also make their own money. Lead by example. No matter what happens. The emphasis is lead by what? Example. Don't ask your team to go out there and go and do all the job and you will sit back and not do. Don't ask them to go out there and get training when you are not there in the training. Is that understood? Make sure that you provide a great coach necessary for your team. Coaches don't sit at home. Coaches must make sure that they are always there and they always will be there to make sure things work out. This is what, if we apply it, we're going to get it very, very correct. We have mentioned several things, 18 different points. Look through the whole 18 points that were mentioned and find out which one among them is your problem. And call your team together and show them the candor, the real, be real. Let's tell them this is why I'm getting it wrong. I've gotten this program today and I'm going to change. I didn't know I was only managing people, making sure they go out there and do it. If you're not able to get what we call your GPV, then you are managing people. The more you get new people faster, the more you realize, yes, you are not managing people. And never talk down on your network. We have told you that you should never say anything negative to them. Do not hype. Do not hype. Don't tell them stories of what will not work. They are adults. And of course, you have also heard about the taproot principle, making sure that you don't just register them, but you also do what to them? You sponsor them by making sure that you are responsible for their failure and their success. All of these that I've mentioned, if you put it together, is going to give you a very big boost. If you don't see the result today, in the next 3 months, 90 days from here, you're going to see it. I have started my 90-day game plan for the next from now to December. I am out there in the field getting new set of people. I have a guarantee and I have a goal of more than 100 people being sponsored into different taproot. I don't care where they are. Do your own now. And do not pamper them. Those who want to go, open a small door for them to go, gate, and bring new people in. That is the power of what we call network marketing. And of course, when you do that, you will now experience the joy of having this crowd of this level of money coming in regularly. And of course, the problem you would have when you start what I've told you is that you would not know how to spend the money. I want to thank you very much. I remain Dr. Onyx, your servant. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so very much, Dr. Onyx, for this powerful and insightful training on how to retain new distributors. Such a wonderful training, such an inspiring training, motivating one, and of course, giving us insights on how we need on how we can actually retain new people that we get into the business. Thank you so very much, Dr. Onyx, for this powerful training. Really do appreciate you. And thank you all our leaders who were able to join us today despite the political situation, of course, the whole situation in the country at this time. Thank you for being able to hook up with us. Thank you each one and every one of us. It's sad that this is happening now, but all the same, we all still need to make some bonuses to keep ourselves moving up and going on. Of course, I'll take care of our family. So please remember that achievement ends in 5 days. The much you can do, you just do while you keep safe and while you keep alive anywhere you are. Thank you, each and every one of us, for being here today. We appreciate you. Powerful, insightful, and motivating. These are chats that are coming in for the training. Thank you, our latest international trainer. We appreciate you for this training. Thank you, everyone. So please try to stay safe wherever you are across the parts of this country. Please try to stay safe anywhere, but of course, also try to make sure that you do things that would help you achieve your dreams and put money in your pockets to take care of your family and take care of the needs when they arise. Okay. Thank you so much, and thanks for being part of this training. Stay safe everywhere you are, and let's keep connected. Thank you so very much. Please remember our promo is ongoing. Our promo is ongoing, and of course, achievement ends this particular month. Remember, some of the promo is monthly based. Okay. Some are monthly, some of the options are monthly based. So try to do what you can do this month. If you have not done your PPV, that is very important. Do your PPV so you don't miss out on any of the options of this promo. Once again, thank you each and every one of us for being here today. Do take care of yourself. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.